Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And these things are happening because the Lord is getting ready to open up on you people out here. You know? So everything has an ending. You know, the scriptures say that everything has an end. The end of a thing is better than the beginning. So we're coming down to the end. So now that we're coming down to an end, the Lord is setting it up to where you got all these different things that are happening around and in America and around the world to basically to set this whole thing off like a domino effect. You know, and once it starts, you know, it may not stop. You know, it may just keep rolling forward or might stop for a minute and then keep going.
Yeah, reading on, it says U.S. police forces trained with Israel's Mossad agents treating peaceful American protesters like terrorists. An online columnist tells Press TV. Experts say U.S. police are increasing their use of excessive force against protesting students. If you notice, the police they're becoming more and more militarized. They're actually joining with the straight-up military, the police. Earlier this week, and that's all for the so-called New World Order. Earlier this week, U.S. police used pepper spray and heavy-handed tactics against students in California's Santa Monica College against their college's tuition policies. A 4-year-old girl is among the at least 30 victims last November. Students at the University of California campus were also pepper sprayed by police. Press TV has conducted an interview with Alan Rowland, online columnist, to further discuss the issue.
I got a quick piece.
Sorry, let me say this too. Yeah, another thing. I have the article up there. Go throughout them tabs. Okay.
Americans for.
What does that say?
Americans for Legal Immigration.
No. Go to the next tab.
This is DARPA.
Well, actually, it's on the crisis actors.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, the thing about the Boston bombing, you had people with their legs blown off. Their legs were amputated before the explosion took place. Those are called crisis actors. All right. Mm-hmm. Now they're calling on crisis actors to gather, I believe it's Houston, Texas, during the week of the 4th of July week. I think around about the 1st till the 6th.
Yeah, the 4th.
Because the 4th to the 6th. Because there may be a terrorist attack in that area, okay? Because what they do is before they have a false flag or terrorist attack, what they do is they'll get the actors, they'll get the certain officers, they get the person that plants the bomb, everything. And if they catch them out there, they say, oh, we were just doing. Anytime there was a major, like the World Trade Center, man, when that thing happened, they were doing a drill on the day that it happened. Actually, they had FEMA there the night before, which was on a Monday night. But then if you say something about it, what happened to Building 7, you're a nut. So if you people want to remain in a deep sleep, then go ahead and remain in a deep sleep until the Most High take your ass out.
Yeah, to read what Elder Tar was talking about, and you'll see the information. Crisis actors needed in Houston. We are looking for crisis actors for a government emergency drill between July 4th to the 6th.
Anytime there's a drill on a terrorist attack normally happens on the day of the drill. All right? Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, like you said, the night before 9/11, they were running drills. The feds were running drills. All right? So that's usually an indicator or a sign that, like Elder Tar said, that something major is about to happen, some major terrorist attack. And it's about damn time, too, for a government emergency drill between July 4th to the 6th. Actors will be responsible for portraying different emergency scenarios in a simulated government terror drill, Craigslist. So that's the information. All right. I got some information on MK Ultra. This is from Gizmodo. It says Project MK Ultra, one of the most shocking CIA programs of all time. Now this is dated September 23rd, 2013. It says, when the extent of the U.S. government's domestic spying program was revealed this past summer, many were surprised and outraged. How could a government which so prizes liberty of its citizens covertly collect data on its own people? Yet, sadly, this is not the first time Uncle Sam, without permission or notice, secretly gathered information on its people, and wasn't even close to the greatest atrocity. For that, there are numerous other examples, such as when the government intentionally poisoned certain alcohol supplies they knew people would drink, killing over 10,000 American citizens and sickening many thousands others. Despite this, the program continued for some time, though it was hotly debated in Congress when the death tolls started rolling in. So according to this, the government intentionally poisoned people with certain alcohol supplies. And we brought out the fact that the word government means, govern means to rule, means mind, to rule the mind. That's why the so-called government is set up, to control your mind. All right? One other such interesting program was from 1953 to 1964, when the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, conducted dozens of experiments on the effects of biological and chemical agents on American citizens without their knowledge in Project MK Ultra. And that's what that movie Jacob's Ladder was all about. They brought that out in the movie Jacob's Ladder, how the soldiers were exposed to certain chemicals designed to cause them to get violent and then fight. Then they would sit back, the researchers would sit back and write the data of when they took the drugs, what happened to them. You know, this is what this government does, man. You know?
Yep. Yeah, it's just to back the elder up. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When it means that work evil upon their beds, because all night they, like, while you're sleeping, they're having meetings coming up with these different type of schemes of how to basically rule over you, okay, and how to basically enforce their agenda, such as the microchip, implementing all the people. They look at you, so-called citizens or civilians, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, they look at you as sheeple, cattle, all right? So they, goyim, they're useless eaters. So you're expendable. That's why they have all these certain so-called crises or whatever the case is. They're sacrifices to their gods, man. That's all it is, man. And you better believe that these things are crafted. These are carefully crafted things that they do, these different laws that they come out with, these different so-called tragedies that happen. You know, like such as 9/11, which was a big one, because from 9/11, that was like the floodgate to all these other different legislations, which basically declared you so-called Americans as enemy combatants, enemies of the states. And that's why lately, I forget where at in Texas, it was another, they raided a house in Texas. They've been doing a lot of stuff in Texas, okay, and they don't put it on the mainstream news. But basically, and like the elder said earlier, the police are becoming more military. They rolling like a military force. And now it makes sense because they're being trained by Israeli military police force, the Mossad. But anyway, what they did was, it was supposed to be a so-called drug raid on a Jake. It was a Jake family. They they bashed in the door with the thing, the ram, and the Jake, which he had asthma, bad asthma. They just shot him as soon as they went in the door. They shot him, and they got it on camera. This thing, you could look this up on the net and see it.
And I guarantee you they're going to get off, too. Oh, it was a mistake. We didn't realize it. You know, give the guy a couple $1,000s.
Yep.
His grandmother a couple $1,000s. They'll be all right.
And that's what they're doing, because the mother now is filing. Because actually, when they grabbed him to the ground,
well, they have money. Yeah. They got the magical money machine. They can make as much money. They can write a check, man.
All that funny
they
money.
Make the money. So money is no object to them, man. That's why all your food prices and everything goes up. That's why your gas is $4 a gallon now, man, or damn near. You know, they can make money, man. That's why you have a thing called the BRICS nations. What is that? Britain, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Is there any more? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, the BRICS nations. Yep. Because they're setting up their own money system, man. They're getting out of the money system, or the what do you call that? The money system of America. No, the petrodollar, but it was called something else. During the Bretton Woods conference,